This video is brought to you by The Other Way, Personal Sovereignty and Safety. Our mission is simple: to equip you with the practical skills required to manage pressure, de-escalate conflict, and maintain absolute control over your environment. Your brain dangerously mistakes an uncontrolled mental spiral for a productive, high-stakes rehearsal. It tells you that by obsessively visualizing a coffee pot left on or a confrontation on a bus, you are somehow gaining an advantage. It is lying to you. Imagining a disaster provides absolutely zero physical protection. Today, we are going to fix this. I am going to walk you through a concrete 3-step physical drill. You will learn exactly how to stop these loops, effectively filter the data your brain is processing, and take active, immediate control of your physical space. Before we begin step 1, I need you to complete a prerequisite. Think of the specific maybe, the single worst-case scenario or lingering worry that is bothering you right now. Hold that specific thought in your mind. Actual survival requires moving from a passive state of internal simulation to an active state of external control. Here is how you make that switch. Step 1 is the physical circuit breaker. At the point of a mental spiral, your heart rate climbs, and your ability to think rationally drops. You cannot outthink a physical stress response. You have to use your body to control your brain. Right now, exhale every single bit of air currently in your lungs. Push it all out until there is nothing left. Follow that exhalation directly with a short, ironic huff of air. Give a little physical laugh at the absurdity of the situation. This ensures total lung depletion and injects a brief moment of self-awareness. This vertical bar chart tracks your lung capacity. Hold that empty lung state for exactly 3 seconds. This forced reset pulls your focus out of a projected future, anchoring your mind back to the present moment. Breaking that biological momentum is the required first step. You must stabilize the hardware before your brain can be trusted to process reality logically. Now that your body is steady, move to step 2. State the worst-case scenario you identified earlier, out loud to the room. We are going to put that thought through the evidence audit. Your task is to list 3 pieces of objective, verifiable evidence proving that this exact disaster is happening right now. This split logic tree filters your data. Internal feelings like shakiness are blocked. They are not valid evidence. Only external facts pass through to the checklist. If you cannot locate 3 facts, stamp the thought as unverified. It's an unapproved draft. Once a thought earns that label, your job is to actively refuse to process it. Treat it as background noise. By withholding a final conclusion until actual external evidence is present, you stop a simulated threat from dictating your real-world actions. If you want to learn more about manually resetting your nervous system under pressure, check the description below for the Hardware Override course. And if you find these protocols useful, please subscribe to the channel to keep this information readily available. Step 3 is the immediate pivot. Preparation is external, while imagining is internal. The precise moment you catch yourself visualizing a disaster, you must perform a physical pivot. Pick one manual, real-world task. Wash a single dish. Reorganize your desk. Check the coffee pot. Choose an action you can complete in under 2 minutes. To prevent this action from turning into a repetitive, compulsive ritual, you must govern it with the rule of 1. This flowchart illustrates the rule. You check the data exactly once. You record it and classify further doubts as noise. High anxiety makes you doubt your own senses. Strictly trusting your first check locks in the data and shuts down the loop. Completing one deliberate, manual task proves to your brain that you are acting upon the world, rather than letting the world act upon you. There is an exception. If you are awake at 3 a.m., spiraling in bed, unable to get up and perform a manual task, the protocol adjusts. When physical movement is impossible, you execute a sensory anchor. Force the mind to stop simulating chaos by focusing entirely on real-time sensory inputs from the immediate environment. Identify 5 distinct sounds occurring in the room right now. Alternatively, focus your attention entirely on feeling the specific texture of the fabric against your skin. Even when you are physically restricted, forcefully shifting your cognitive load to immediate external stimuli starves the internal spiral of the fuel it needs to survive. By applying these drills, you introduce a mechanical gap between a sudden, frightened thought and your physical reaction to it. You stop being a passive spectator to a mental image. You become a person managing their environment with logic, strict boundaries, and precision. Here is your action for today. Take the maybe you identified earlier, label it as unverified, and spend the next 5 minutes doing a physical task with a visible result. Move your hands, not your mind. Control the spin. Act on the world. On behalf of The Other Way, thank you for watching. Personal sovereignty ultimately begins with a single recognition. You are the only person who can decide to step out of the loop.